Good day, everyone. Okay, intercultural awareness. I can barely even say that clearly. It's defined, though, as having awareness of one's own culture and of another's in order to achieve better communication. Now, why is this important? Well, in pretty much any career path you choose to take, including the homemaker path, there will come times when you have to communicate with someone from a different culture, possibly even with a language barrier. Having that intercultural awareness will assist you in those times. It's that simple. First off, when I step back and take a look at my own culture, I ask myself, why do I do things the way I do them? My answer is, it's how we were raised. Being taught these fundamentals to our personal cultures, it's a learned behavior. Yes, as an adult you can become self-aware of the things you choose to believe, but in my opinion, most cultural behaviors are embedded by family, friends, leaders, and peers as you grow. This also affects the way I perceive the world around me in general. For me personally, I can't blame the following statement on my upbringing. I tend to live in my own happy little bubble, oblivious to other cultures. I would even venture to say non-caring. If I don't go anywhere or purposefully put myself in other cultures, then it's irrelevant to my life. But I am hyper-aware that this way of thinking is caveman at best and in need of a change. Due to the fact that I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 8 years, I talked myself into believing that I didn't need any of that info. No one else's beliefs or ways of life mattered to me in my day-to-day life. It was pretty cut and dry as far as I was concerned. But now, having to get back into the real world and being forced to deal with other cultures and languages, I know it's necessary growth that I need to pursue. So, now I ask myself this: what active efforts can I take to become a more open communicator? Well, first and foremost, I'd say I need to take communication risks, in spite of my personal discomfort, which will be plentiful, I assure you. I can attempt to not be afraid of the unknown of the other cultures, and I can actively listen and watch to learn what would be perceived as appropriate or not when communicating with a different culture. Because let's face it, what my culture says is good manners or friendly and approachable, another might see as quite the opposite. And for sure I don't want to offend anyone. That goes against my personality. This will force me to adapt from my way of doing things, which also involves patience. Fortunately, I'm great with patience. Having 3 kids helped a ton with that. I should also ask questions and restate what I hear to show my true desire to learn and that I understood. I would hope these actions would have me come across as having a passion for learning the other culture and caring enough to do so. And above all, be eternally positive and unwaveringly respectful, without which trying to learn may be in vain. Having said all that, now how do I overcome the vast communication barriers put in front of me? Well, I must be aware of my own culture in order to discern the differences of another. I need to be an active listener and less assertive with my own opinions of another culture. Because seriously, what I think I know is more than likely completely inaccurate. This also means being a good observer and listening more than I talk. This should be easy since I'm shy. I already tend to sit back and watch, soaking everything in like a sponge rather than inserting my 2 cents. But I will have to put myself out there in other cultures in order to truly learn and grow. And I need to show curiosity of the differences and tolerance of what I find out. In conclusion, I'm not perfect. In fact, I'd say very naive, because I've been living happy in my own life, in my beautiful, iridescent bubble, floating around without a care in the world, about the world. But through this assignment, I recognize my delusion, and I agree that a change needs to be made, and I welcome that change and growth to better my future in regards to communication with other cultures. Thank you, and have a blessed day.